Welcome to my review of the Storm EquinoX Solid and the original EquinoX Pearl. Today we're looking at the new Storm EquinoX Solid and comparing it to the original EquinoX Pearl released in early 2025. The 14-pound version of the Equinoxes I'm throwing both have the Solarion AI core with an RG of 2.49, a differential of 0.54, and an intermediate differential of 0.18. The difference is 100% in the Coverstock, A2S on the Solid and A1S on the Pearl. With the same core, just different covers, you can expect that the new Solid is going to be earlier and smoother, while the Pearl will be longer and more angular. They'll be a great pairing, starting with the Solid on the fresh to dig through the oil and control the fresh back ends, then as you move through transition over to the Pearl to get through the heads and to get more responsive on the back end. Before we dive into performance, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're actually approaching 700 subscribers, and I can't thank you all enough. Whether you've been here since the first video or just hopped in, I appreciate every single one of you. Now, let's head out to the lanes. We're back at Town & Country Lanes in Nitro, West Virginia, testing both balls on the standard house shot. This happens to be a fairly fresh pair with only 5 or 6 games on them. And a reminder that all the shots have measurements provided by LaneTrax, an app for the iPhone. LaneTrax reports a number of different pieces of information about each shot, but in the interest of avoiding information overload, I've limited it to just a handful of the stats that LaneTrax provides. LaneTrax offers a 30-shot free trial. To make sure it works well for you, then it's just $10 per month to have access to this data at your fingertips. It's a must-have for anyone who doesn't have access to Specto at their center. Use a link in the video description to get more information or to sign up for LaneTrax. The original Equinox touted that it was designed for 39 to 44 foot patterns, and it really does excel on house shots, but there's always room for more hook. Enter the Equinox Solid. It will be a ball that will sit at the top of almost anyone's bag, rivaling the total hook of the Ion Max and the RST Hyperdrive. Most people will need heavier volumes of oil to use the Equinox Solid, but that should be magic to rev-challenged or speed-dominant bowlers' ears. One of the things that surprised me about throwing the Equinox Solid is how much back end it had for a big solid ball. You're not going to mistake this for an RST Hyperdrive Pearl, a Tension Star, or even the Equinox Pearl, but it's far from chuggy or lazy down lane. Overall, the Equinox Solid will be a great option for me to start the night with, then transition to something like the Equinox Pearl when the heads start to go away, or the Equinox Solid just starts hooking a little bit too early. I did have a request from one of my subscribers to see the reaction of the ball from a little straighter angle. To be completely honest, this is not my A game. Town & Country has about 20-year-old Brunswick Pro anvil lane panels, so it's a pretty high friction surface. Combine that with a house shot that's pretty dry outside of the 8 board, and I really can't get much more than a mile an hour on the ball before I have absolutely no idea where that ball's going to go. I was pleasantly surprised. I did have to get my speed up and certainly had to have a weaker release, but I was actually able to play straighter, closer to the track area, and saw pretty good success. I will need to get some more practice in that area, but definitely see potential and plan on keeping the straighter angles in future videos. Moving over to the EquinoX Pearl, it's been used quite a bit since its release earlier this year. It seems like Storm really did hit the nail on the head with this design for the medium length patterns. We've got a number of people with various styles using the EquinoX on a regular basis. While it may not be the perfect ball all the time, it's able to adapt to a wide variety of conditions, so it makes sense that they came out with the EquinoX Solid, as the weakest spot for the Equinox is heavier oil patterns. Once again, I got some videos from straighter angles, so thank you JS Bowling 2011 for that suggestion. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. New comparisons are coming soon. Huge thanks to Town & Country Lanes in Nitro, West Virginia for letting me shoot these videos, and to my partners. Storm for making the best balls in the game, Vice for the inserts and interchangeable thumbs I rely on, Bowlifi for keeping me comfortable and looking good on the lanes. Visit your local Storm VIP Pro Shop to check out the latest from Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global. Until next time, keep chasing perfection, one frame at a time.